What if I asked you to give me a campaign plan or a strategy for a hair transplant clinic in Dubai? Once this campaign is over, this should be on the top of mind for everyone who's looking for a hair transplant. Your response probably would be, do you want to achieve that with one campaign? It's a long-term objective. It takes a long time. You need to have an always-on strategy to create this kind of impact. But these guys at Letitia Clinic were able to do it with one creative campaign. And that's what we are going to discuss in this video series. In every video, we will discuss 3 or 4 case studies which were actually very successful digital media campaigns, and we will try to analyze what made them so successful and probably learn or get inspired from these. Our first nominee is vidIQ for their email marketing strategy. So vidIQ is a tool which helps content creators to optimize their YouTube channels in terms of SEO and other functionalities. I talked to a lot of people in the industry, and some of them think that email automation is dead. It's boring, it does not work. Well, vidIQ just proved all of them wrong, and I guess it's up to how you use this channel. So anytime I reach any milestone on my YouTube channel in terms of views, in terms of subscribers, or in terms of how many uploads I have completed, I get one of these kind of emails. It's a very simple email. It just talks about my achievement, and every time I see an email like this, it makes me happy. It was this email that actually notified me that my channel overall got 1 million views, 5 million views, 7 million views, and things like that. From smaller to big achievements, honestly, I feel like this company vidIQ has been with me throughout this journey on YouTube. And honestly, I don't even know if Rob Wilson is a real person, but whenever I get an email from this person, I really get happy because I know there's something exciting inside the email. And imagine the top of mind awareness and consideration they have with me. Even if I have to subscribe to a tool, they are for sure going to be the first one that comes to my mind. And even if somebody asks me for a suggestion which tool they should use, they will be the first one that I will talk about. They provide me a lot of information that makes me happy, and within these emails, if they have a sales email as well, I wouldn't mind it. And then they are being so smart. They are using such a basic and minimalist template with a functionality that I can share it on my Facebook and other channels, share my achievement. And what will people see? What will my audience and followers see? My achievement and vidIQ branding. And I probably give them 10 out of 10 on using a free media channel like email marketing to create such awareness, consideration, and brand love. I actually read a very interesting ebook recently which talks about how email marketing can still work and how you have to adapt your strategies to make it work for you. The ebook is called The State of Marketing Report. I highly recommend everyone to read it, and you can download it for free from the link in the description below. We all know with the anticipated cookieless world and the iOS updates every now and then make tracking very difficult for us digital marketers, because end users are prioritizing their privacy and the regulations are tightening the rules around data collection, and the old ways of marketing are getting very hard to do. That's why this ebook is so timely, because it sheds light on navigating this new landscape of digital marketing with the use of AI and first-party data. You will see sections highlighting other trends that will impact how marketers will work in 2024. It shows some really interesting stats about marketing trends that deliver ROI and some big bets for marketing teams in 2024. My favorite part of the book is the section that shows some interesting insights on how influencer marketing is gaining attention and how every brand should start looking into it seriously. And this ebook was made by HubSpot, who is also sponsoring this video. Our second campaign is Who Did the Hair Transplant by Letitia Clinic. The issue they were facing is low footfall in their clinics, because in Dubai there is a lot of competition when it comes to hair transplant clinics, and for a comparatively new clinic who just launched, it's very difficult to attract the crowd initially, to attract the customers initially. So the challenge overall was to stand out of this crowd and stick to people's top of mind, whoever is interested in hair transplant. Sticking is important because a purchase like hair transplant is not impulsive. Somebody doesn't just see an ad and they go to the clinic and say, okay, I want to do hair transplant. It's a long cycle for someone to make a decision that they will go for a hair transplant. Then they research a lot, and then research about the doctor, research about the clinic, and then they make a decision. So it's overall a long period. So that's when their agency came up with this campaign. I unfortunately couldn't get all the adaptations of the creative, like the carousel and the video, but I got the key visual. So I'll try to recreate this creative. I want you to have a look and to see how in the first place this creative stands out from the crowd. These on the left are all the ads that are live at the moment about hair transplant, and they kind of look scary. And the overall creative used to look like this. So in the video or the carousel, they will first show this initial card where they'll ask a question, and if you are remotely interested in a hair transplant, you will for sure, this will grab your attention and you will start thinking, okay, yes, who did the hair transplant? And probably you will choose either of the options, either the guy on the left, or you will think the guy on the right did the hair transplant. And then you will see this frame in the video or card in a carousel which says, "It was us." Now this is such a brilliant way to show their expertise. No matter which one you thought did the hair transplant, which indirectly means that you thought one of them has natural hair. This is such a brilliant way to say we did both, and the one you thought is natural was done by us. And then the second card or this frame in the video brilliantly shows their gorgeous clinic, which kind of creates a branding impact on your mind. This clinic will stick to your mind for a long time. After 6 months you decide to do a hair transplant, this clinic will for sure come into your mind. You would want to check their prices and whatever. So I give them 10 out of 10 on the creativity part. And for sure the campaign was designed to keep the digital media formats in mind, like the video or carousel card. The third nominee on our list is not actually one particular campaign, but it's the strategy a lot of companies use on Google search campaigns. It's been a long discussion among digital marketers whether a brand should bid on their branded keywords or not. But after you look at these campaigns and how they're using the competitor keywords, you for sure will know why you should always bid on your brand keywords. Now look at this example by Monday.com. Some searching specifically for Asana, which is their competitor, they show the ad, and the ad is super relevant to the user's search, because if I go, probably I have already researched, I have heard from somewhere that Asana is a good tool. I go to Google to check their prices or probably subscribe, and once you search for it, this ad will appear. Monday.com is so much better. The ad is tailored for someone who is looking for their competitor, and the ad is exactly designed that this is the last chance for Monday.com to get this user before they subscribe to any other tool. Even the selection of the site link extensions is brilliant. For a user who wants to subscribe to a project management tool, they are giving them an option directly there to check all the 200 templates they have and the pricing. Plus, one more thing I liked about this ad is they are not using the word Asana anywhere in their ad text to avoid any possible keyword copyright issues in future. Now Monday.com is one example. There are a lot of other smart companies who use this strategy. Look at this ad by HotSuite. Somebody is looking for Buffer, which is their competitor, and their ad copy directly says Buffer versus HotSuite. Everything Buffer does and more. And if you look at the link, it looks like a link of a blog which actually talks in detail about HotSuite versus Buffer. So it's not even a sales landing page. It's actually a blog which tells the users why they should go. The same strategy is used here. This is the last chance for HotSuite to convert this user as their paying customer. And then there are some examples which took it to a whole new level. Look at the mouse flow ad. Somebody looking for Hotjar, which is their competitor. What they're saying is mouse flow, the jar ain't hot anymore, which is such a creative way to put it. Or look at this ad from this agency called Kairos Media. Somebody is looking for Social Chain, which is an agency, and their ad says, haha, really? Are you sure you meant them? We caught your attention, didn't we? Well, that's what we do. Fill in the brief and let us do the rest. Because it's a creative agency, it's a content agency, and they're just giving a proof of concept that we caught your attention, and that's what's needed on digital media. So these were the 3 case studies for this video. I hope you liked it. If you have come across any brilliant digital media campaign, please let me know in the comments and we can feature that in the next videos in this series.